Hi, George Fasching here, helping you unlock your team's genius. I would like to welcome you to the next video in the neurodiversity series. In this video, we are covering one of the key general patterns or neurotypes in the neuro spectrum. And the short form is called NT or PNT. What that stands for, we will look at in just a few moments from now. The general description that we could use for people that are covered in this pattern, in this neurotype, is that they could end up being somewhat easily distractible. Some people might also describe them as being perhaps obsessively social. Another descriptor might be that people of the NT neurotype could be flushed with emotion on an almost regular basis. Another aspect that comes to mind is that there is a somewhat societal propensity to uniformity, that people of the NT neurotype tend to want to fit in and comply with social norms on an ongoing basis. And one might also think that people of the NT neurotype suffer from almost a deficit of attention to detail. Having a pretty good ability to focus on the larger picture, but struggling somewhat to really zone in on specific details. So those could be general descriptors of that neurotype. Having said that, every neurotype has some support aspects that might be useful to bear in mind, and has also some strengths that can really be brought to the table by people of different neurotypes. So when it comes to the NT neurotype, you could see that they have a somewhat higher cognitive flexibility, so have an ability to switch from task to task more easily. They also have the strength that they have a rather intuitive ability to navigate social situations, which is rather grand. Also, people of this NT neurotype tend to have a higher emotional intelligence. So that also is something that could really be brought to bear as a key strength of the NT neurotype. When it comes to how pervasive this particular neurotype is in the general population, it is actually quite impressive. This neurotype is out there and has about 70% of coverage of the general population. Now, with such a high coverage, you might guess, well, then that is almost a good majority of the people. And yes, that may appear so. So NT stands for neurologically typical, and PNT stands for pervasive neurotype. So neither of those N's stands for normal, which is something that is worth bearing in mind. Normality or normal is just an illusory social construct that we have come up with in order to satisfy our need for belonging to a societal group. And therefore, when we think about the neurospectrum and neurodiversity, there is no such thing as normal. There is simply what neurological patterns are applicable to us. So you could say that being NT, NT is a very common condition, and that would certainly appear so. And with that, I would like to actually already finish up this intro into the NT neurotype as the perhaps more prevalent or more pervasive neurotype, and I look forward to sharing other neurotypes with you in the neurodiversity series in an upcoming video. Thank you very much for today. All the best for your practice with the team, and goodbye for now. Thanks.